Guys, welcome back to some more Overwatch, and we have some Sombra action for you here. We're going to start off by showing you what she looks like, and then we'll go right into her abilities, and we'll take her on to the practice range just for a little shoot 'em up, see what we can see. Yeah, so she's the most recent character released, or at least the most recent character revealed by Blizzard, and she was revealed on BlizzCon Day a couple of days ago, after a long ARG that had the fan base in a frenzy. If you were keeping up with that, I'm sure you enjoyed it. But there is also a new video, a short to accompany her called Infiltration, where you will see her. Well, you get to be introduced to her pretty well. Um, yeah, so she's quite an interesting character. We'll get into her skills in just a minute, but let's have a look at her skins. This is the default one, and she's got the standard recolors. Um, this one's pretty cool. Um, her epic skins are pretty nice, and her legendaries are pretty awesome too. So nice variation in colors. One of the most colorful characters we have so far, I think. That's the recolored Los Muertos skin. That's the standard Los Muertos. You won't miss her in the dark alley. And that's one of the legendary skins with the changed hairstyle. And I think this might be my favorite. It's pretty cool. I'd buy it, but I can only use it for the PTR. Her weapon is actually a one-handed Uzi, so to speak, or machine pistol, whatever way you want to say. It actually has a 60 bullet clip, which is pretty cool. So if we look at some of her emotes, she does a lot of stuff with the hacking. She is a hacker extraordinaire. It's a pretty cool emote there. So she can manipulate in the short. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. I won't spoil it too much, but she can manipulate mechanical things. Just close this down so we can see. Pretty cool. That's basically her ultimate EMP. And she, of course, can go invisible. See some of the voice lines.
De pelos. Did you mean to do that? You're just a glitch in the system. Good one. Hack the planet. I think you're in over your head. Just squishing a bug. Mess with the best and die like the rest. Asústame, Panteón. You're taking this very seriously.
So if you don't get the references, there's two references there to the movie Hackers from, I believe, the late 90s, early 2000s.
Mess with the best and die like the rest. Hack the planet.
Two references there to that movie. I actually love that movie. Some of the sprays she has pretty cool. That's a nice one. That's her trademark skull. It's kind of a see-through one. Get the idea. Lots of pretty cool sprays for her. Have been hacked. Let's go into well, I forgot to check the highlight intros. Let's have a look. No, I'm forgetting what I've done. I've already done those. So let's go into the practice range just to show you her, because it's very difficult to pick her in a game these days unless you're playing versus AI, because you have to be really quick to pick her from the menu, because everybody's on here to test her. So let's look at her abilities here. She has obviously the machine pistol. Her ultimate is an EMP, like it says, hack enemies and destroy enemy shields and barriers around you. Now that will actually destroy a Lucio ultimate. It will shut down a Reinhardt shield. It'll stop a D.Va shield, I believe. It'll pretty much screw over anybody. Zarya shields would be disabled. And you basically hack enemies as well so that they can't cast their spells. And the word spells isn't something we traditionally use in Overwatch, because you don't kind of see them as using spells. Abilities, I guess. They can't use their abilities while hacked, and I think it's a 6-second lockout or a 5-second lockout. Translocator is similar to Tracer's Rewind, but you actually throw the beacon down in a specific spot, and then you can teleport back to it. You have, I think, 12 to 15 seconds to use it before it runs out. Thermo-optic camo, become invisible, and you move quickly. And the right-click ability is hack. So if you hack an enemy, it's channeled. I think it's 2 or 2.5 second channel, and you have to be pretty close to them to get it off. And they can't use their abilities while they're hacked. Very, very powerful ability, but again, it comes with risk as you have to get close to the enemy and not get interrupted. As it says, taking damage interrupts the hack attempt. And the passive, which is crazy, you can see through walls, see critically injured enemies through walls. Now, when it says critical, it doesn't mean they have to be on half health, or rather on quarter health. They can be on half health or less, I believe. So this is a machine pistol. There's a pretty tight spread, and with 60 rounds in the clip, you won't run out pretty easily. So yeah, the spread is pretty tight. They were pretty much all headshots. Let's see if we can check the. Does it work here? Don't know if it works here. Yeah, the passive isn't working on the training ground, but basically this character would be like a red silhouette, almost like heat-seeking or infrared. You can see that particular character through that wall. Very big for information-based scouting. Her first ability is left shift, which is invisible. Now bear in mind, you do have increased run speed while doing this, but you can take damage from splash or a random rocket or anyone else just shooting in your general direction. And if you're using it in a clutch situation to get away from someone, just be aware that you do slow down while initiating it, and then you get the speed boost. So similar to Symmetra, when she drops a turret, she is slowed quite heavily for about 1 second, and then she gets her normal movement back as she lays the turret. So if you watch here, it slows down, then gets faster. So it's not an instant speed boost. Her second ability is E, which is the relocation grenade, or it's not really a grenade. So you can throw it and press E. You can see you've got 14 to 15 seconds, and it'll translocate you to that area. Now, I don't know if you can get interrupted while translocating, but you can use it to get to spots you wouldn't ever think of getting to. Go up there. You kind of move slowly initially, and then you kind of just teleport. We go up here. So you can go quite a distance away. And you can see that I'm quite far away from it now. But if I press E, I kind of go slowly for like a half a second, and then I'm instantly teleported. So I don't know if you can get hit while you're doing that initial low build-up. That would have to be tested when I get a chance to play her more in actual games. Like I said, I've tried to get into some games already with her, and everybody's picking her, so it's almost impossible. You'd have to pick it versus AI, and then you're not getting any feedback really from anybody else. So the third ability is Hack. Now Hack is not going to show too much in here, but you can, if you hack, this is what happens. The character can no longer use an ability, so they can still shoot their regular weapon, but they can't use their right click or their E or their shift abilities. So the distance that you have to be at to hack this is about here. So that's not too far away. I mean, if you're that close, you're in danger zone, but you know, it can be done. Especially if you've had a, see, that's too far away. Especially if you've been able to get invisibility off before. Another huge thing though is hacking health packs. You just hold down right click. That is hacked, I believe, until you hack something else. I think you can only hack one at a time. But what happens is it regens faster for your team, and the opposing team cannot use it. So that's pretty cool. Let's just find another one and see if they overwrite each other. I don't know. Do some testing right now. No, you can hack two of them at once. That's pretty nasty. I wonder, is there a limit? I must just check. There's another one around here somewhere. Gotta be another one around here. No, I haven't really been in here too much, so who knows? Can you get up there? Yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, it's not limited to one. There's one. Okay, so it looks like it's limited to two. So that one then became offline. So if I'm right, this one will come off. Maybe not. One, two, or maybe it's just timed. There's three at once. Okay. Well, further testing required, but definitely not limited to one at a time. Now, the ultimate that you do is EMP. And again, it's not going to do too much here in the training ground. But essentially what it does is, like I said, instead of just hacking one particular character, it does a mass hack. So let's have a look. Not very visual when you're the character using it, but it's a big purple dome of an EMP pulse, as you can imagine, traditional EMP pulses. And you can stop ultimates from being cast in an entire team fight. You get yourself invisible and behind the enemy team, and just pop that EMP right before a team fight. They can't use their ultimates for that whole duration of the EMP, and you're basically going to win that team fight. Now, it's been said that her pistol doesn't do too much damage. It's true. It does a lot more damage up close, as you can see, because the bullets are tightly grouped up close. It does pretty well. We'll do a little bit of range testing here. So you can see the time to kill is quite different between medium distance and close. So yeah, she is pretty good up close, but then again, she's very vulnerable. 200 health points, which is not anything to be sniffed at. There are characters with less. But yeah, I think she's going to be a huge benefit to the game. The invisibility might be potentially difficult to deal with for the first few weeks while people figure out how to use her. Her EMP might be fluffed a lot, again, while people try and figure out how to use her. Translocator beam will, I think, be pretty awesome too, because you can set up huge plays with this. I mean, you can pretty much drop your teleporter beam here, dive right into the back of a team fight, pop your ultimate, and then you're right back with the rest of your team. I mean, that's potentially huge plays there, and there's a potential for massive outplays when it comes to baiting, potentially baiting entire teams when it comes to control points. Like if you can bait 2 or 3 people away from their control point to try and deal with you, while your translocator pod is set up in an advantageous place, you could be taking people for a ride all day. So I'm really looking forward to trying her out. Can't wait for her to come out on live. And I think arcade mode will offer a lot more opportunity to play her live, given that there's a new mode where there's no limit on which character you pick. In fact, I think maybe we can try that out. Let's go to the arcade mode and see if we can get a game with her. Okay, so we got into a game. It took a few minutes. The queue wasn't exactly instant, so I ducked out and just resuming the video here with Sombra. Our team's picked two others, which is perfectly understandable. This is a mode where there's no limits on each character. It's one of the new arcade modes. And we're all just here really to test Sombra, I think. Most of us are anyway. So, with the translocator pod, there's a 15-second turnaround time, I believe.
Beacon in place.
15 seconds, so yeah. I have 15 seconds to use it, or else it expires. Now, I wonder... I'm trying to think of any potential shortcuts that you can use. Not really any shortcuts you can use because... Well, that's not true. Thinking of the right-hand side shortcut here, or the left-hand side from the attacker's point of view, I wonder can you throw the beacon all the way across the river to use that shortcut? We've already hacked that health pack. We should have actually done that ourselves.
I might need this later.
I'm gonna go up there. There we go. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Now can you unhack a hack? Nope. It's already hacked. You can't unhack it. And go get some health and then go right back over there. I have a Widowmaker. I'm not gonna get... Oh, that was... See, this is regenerating a lot faster now for us. We can just stand on it, basically. This is really, like... almost broken. You can take a big health pack right in their spawn. It was hacked by 3 people there. Still use my regular weapon. I can use that to escape too. Curious. I don't think you can you? No. Might be too difficult to do. There might be a way of actually doing it legitimately where you're not hitting the wall. But we'll see. Right now I don't want to use it. Definitely can be used as a forward teleport though. Now, oh, this is one they actually already got. I was gonna say this is one that you definitely want to hack. If you can do so as the defensive team, because that's used a lot by attackers to sneak into the right. So already we're starting to see potentially huge technical plays from just a couple of minutes on one map. Not having that particular health pack available to the defending team is huge. So yeah, I would make it my priority to hack that particular one on point A versus the one that's nearer their spawn. I mean, really holding point A isn't won or lost in that room there. It's mostly done in this section here. So if you can hack this one or the one in oh, there she is, look at that. You can hack that one or the one down there. I think you have a huge advantage. This will respawn a lot quicker for me too. Basically like a big one on its own. Whoops. Can we kill me? No. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. You can return to the fold pretty quickly. I'm curious if you can do this. Yeah, you can. Okay. Figuring out some plays here, figuring out some little shortcuts.
Let's clear it out. Gotcha.
Now, I obviously ran directly into her, which was stupid. But I wonder, does her ultimate show you? Oops.
Intentemos otra vez.
A curiosity.
Looking for me?
If it does, that's potential boost to Widowmaker's hit. Who knows? Nobody's answering me. I'm sure all that testing will come out in time. We'll get to see that as the PTR develops. We've got Golden Gun Soldier here, which is why he's playing Soldier. Just to show off his Golden Gun. Maybe he just really loves Soldier.
I've got you in my sights.
There's his hacked. Which is strange because he was mid ultimate. I think if you're mid ultimate it doesn't seem to cancel it, but if it was hit before you wouldn't be able to well, apparently you do. Well, he didn't use his ultimate while I was playing, so okay, well that's interesting. What? Okay. Well, that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, welcome to Sombra. Let's have a quick look at this loot box. Not that there's going to be anything permanent in here. Stuff I already have. But yeah, she's really exciting, and I can't wait for her to come out. Now, of course, we have the countdown to the reveal of the next hero, whoever that might be. But yeah, get your PTR action going, and give Sombra a try. Massive fun. I'm gonna go play her some more. See you guys later.